for Jim.
Oh my God, Jim!
Looking pretty good. It's gonna be a triple kill. Jim comes on fire. Jim comes on fire. Right angle, but couldn't land the shot. The dark scope, the 2-piece! Oh my God!
Trató de darle ese respetazo ahí, consigue dominar a Medusa y rápido se voltea y el ataque na marotagem, belo ângulo dele.
For him, he's gonna be able to take out. Oh my God! Oh no! He was down to 1 second on the clock.
Já pegou bala na cara do Master. O Omairinho vai tentando fazer o primeiro. Vai tentar o tiro porrada e bomba! Vem! Clutch muito difícil de vencer, mas...
Square on the body that you hit. He no-scope for a follow right there. He no-scope.
Termina eliminando a Jack y Iván queda solamente positivo por parte de repente consigue la primera baja de este round. Se da cuenta que no puede.
Alrighty, good evening, everybody. We are live for Mobile Mayhem Week 4, Day 6. It's your boy Verdict, as always, on the ones and twos with me. To my right, looking dapper as hell. Love that D! Denominate, how's it going, bro? I see that D logo over there, bro, and all I can think is, man, that's a big D coming through, bro. I love the energy. And guys, we're getting geared up for another day and another dollar for Mobile Mayhem, bro. This is just an absolute beast of a day. We got some banger matchups ahead. Denominate, gotta ask you, man, how were the Yu-Gi-Oh duels? How was the stream? I saw the raid. Appreciate you, homie. How we doing?
We opened a bunch of packs. My chat is trying to get me to build a meta deck to blow you out of the water.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'm gonna stop you there. You don't need a meta deck to blow me out of the water. You could literally use a basic starter deck and just absolutely wreck me.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's bad, dude. I cannot get into Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. I used to love the game.
It's a lot of reading, dude.
It is so much reading. Like, bro, if I wanted to do that much reading, I would have signed up for another, like, college class. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's basically what it is, right?
Yeah, getting pretty close, but we should at least have a good time with our Mobile Mayhem games here today, even if we're both trash at Warzone and Yu-Gi-Oh. But,
damn.
You know, we were...
Well, okay.
Yeah, well, you know, EU is here to save our day, okay? We're geared up for some insane matches with you guys today, and I think our first one right out of the gate is going to be one of the most special of today, with Nova versus Illuminati Verdict.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's where we're going to start the action off on, as I see it. Pull it up on the screen for you guys so we can all have a little bit of an idea of what we've got going on. I've obviously pinned it in the lobby as well. So Nova Illuminati is where we're going to start it off. As I mentioned last night, this is the opportunity for, Illuminati to kind of, stand their ground. Are they going to pull up and, be that giant killer team that we think they're capable of? Are the investments that we've been following this team going to pay off? Are they going to produce when it is necessary? This is the moment of truth because they're going up against a stacked Nova team that is leading the pack, and it's not even close. So that's going to be match number 1. It's in the pin message as well. Thank you, Solar, for coming through and making sure that was done. Match number 2 is going to be the Anarchy and Elysium, and then the last and final matchup is the Aphelion and 117 Not Found. So Olympus is going to give Omniscient 20 points because of a forfeit, and that's going to take me to our next topic, Day. Omni haven't played and won a single series in Mobile Mayhem this season. Okay? What the heck?
Omni hella washed, bro. I don't know you want me to tell you.
All right, well, it's super unfortunate. We won't be able to see Omniscient play through, and I did get your cam updated, so you're looking pretty damn dapper, bro. You came in a little late, but you know what? You're all forgiven with that sweet little setup. So I'm rocking a ugly button up for myself.
Listen, we're hoping our new hat shows up today.
Hey,
at this point.
Fox in the house.
Yeah. We're hoping.
All right. Well, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and take a
I do
look.
need an invite to the lobby though.
Oh, that's right. You did come in late.
If
Late.
you can hit me up.
I got you. Let me stop what I'm doing to send you a.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you, bud. I appreciate you. No dice. Is this the lineup we have today?
Well, you know what? We'll go over that in just a second. Right now, I'm looking at the scorecard, the team standings, and we've got Nova Esports up top. They've got 75 points on board. Animus going to be sitting far above 65. So I said it wasn't even close, and I completely forgot Nova had an off day last week. So Animus with 65, they're bringing a lot of energy, and then FN 420. That matchup is going to be Thursday, the Animus and FN 420. We're going to see a clear, decisive, second place team after that matchup. So both of these teams have offs today. They have buys. Then we're going to be looking at 117 Not Found, who started off promising this season, but have really kind of disappointed, but also kind of produced here and there. So a little spot, a little hit and miss, but today they're going to have an opportunity to earn some points against an Aphelion team who... All right, any rate, Illuminati EU sitting right there with that 40 points as well. Omniscient with 40. I don't think they've earned a single bit of that 40. They haven't. That's actually already factored in from the forfeit. So I was taking a look at the results page earlier, and that is already in the standings. So, Day, our first matchup probably going to be our best and only great matchup of the day, unless we see something come through on the back ends of maybe, Anarchy and Elysium, which... I don't know. I still favor Anarchy in that one, even if they don't have, a solid coach to come through and make sure things are square around the corner. So, Nova and Illuminati going to be where we start things off now as I'm taking a look at it.
Nova playing with a manager today, though.
Is this a flex or is this like them not having a fifth?
It could be a flex. I don't know. But it does look like we have a Nissa playing. And I have never seen a Nissa play. Ever.
Oh, okay, so that is not a Nissa. That is actually Yaya's account because his account got banned. So...
Oh.
Yeah, because that's the thing still, and we are still suffering from it. So, and I know these pros are suffering from it, so...
Well, then, I think this is going to be a good match, but I think Nova probably wins.
Okay, well, here we are. Raid Hardpoint is where we start things off. Firing Raid Search to Destroy for that game number 2. A little takeoff domination if we do see a game 3. Nova Esports has opted to ban a Crossfire Search or Destroy, as well as Illuminati opted to ban a Hardpoint Crossfire. So interesting bans across the board. Interesting lineups coming through, and we thought it was the manager, and it's not. So without further ado, game number 1 here on this lovely map of Raid. It's Hollywood Hills, California. If you haven't been there, you got to go check it out. I haven't been there. It sounds great, but as long as they have cars like this in their garage, I am 100% on board with visiting. And just like that,
we'll see.
Bouncing out of the lobby.
Unfortunate. We'll get it solved, you guys. We'll get it solved. Don't you worry.
No ping, no party?
Probably not the issue.
I just bounced out of the.
Listen, I would assume not the issue. I'm also bouncing out of the lobby.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna.
All right.
Yeah, it was kind
It
of.
looks like it loaded back into the lobby just fine, but
Yeah, I mean,
it was weird for a minute.
Yo,
My
it
game was doing
always be
something
like
bizarre.
that. Yeah, it always be like that. I don't know what it is going on with the client. I don't know if it's just the client or if it's anybody who's spectating, but it's the first time I've literally had to physically like leave the lobby without it doing it itself. I mean, it kind of been acted up here recently, but nothing like that. So nobody was in the lobby. We're just sitting there. So awkward. Alrighty, so man, I'm gonna be honest with you. After yesterday, I'm so like, we did like 6 hours, Mod 6 and I, 6 straight hours of solid like play-by-play and commentating in a Trovo Creator Showdown. And after we were done, I looked at Mod and I told Mod, I was like, bro, this was a fun event. Like, why in the hell were we doing play-by-play? It's so damn serious. Like, I was like, after every game, bro, I swear. He was, hey, I love it because he kept that same intensity and he kept me, like, upbeat the whole time. But it was demanding, very. And right now, I don't know what's going on. Looks like maybe the lobby was bugged. Or we're flipping sides. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let me make sure that everything's taken care of on that end. All right. Making sure names and everything are taken care of on the back end, so that way when we get into the lobby, you guys aren't like, verdict, flip the sides. The sides don't reflect. You guys, you're not doing your job, verdict. Oh, I'm just kidding. They don't say that, but you get the idea.
They should, though.
They should.
should.
They should absolutely do it. I wouldn't be mad. All right, just give us another moment. If you guys are just now joining in, I'm going to go ahead and pull up that best of 3 rotation for you guys to take a look at. Raid Hardpoint, where we're going to start that action off again, as I just mentioned. Firing Range, Search and Destroy for game number 2. Takeoff Domination for a game number 3. I don't know if you've noticed it, but I've kind of just been peeking at it, and I haven't put 2 and 2 together. We've got more Dragon Ball Z profile pictures.
I seen that.
And I'm kind of digging. We got Brawly, we got Majin Vegeta, which is by far one of my favorite Vegeta characters. Or timelines. That's probably like the coolest looking Vegeta. And then we got Creed with the OG. That's definitely a fusion. Yeah.
No, it's Goku Black.
Is it really?
Yes.
You can tell I haven't watched any of the newer Dragon Ball Z.
It's because it's not Dragon Ball Z, it's Dragon
Ball
Super.
Super. Yeah. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's Dragon Ball, okay?
But have you seen the original Dragon Ball?
Oh, dude, 10 times over.
Okay.
Yeah, much better, in my opinion.
I can't respect people that watch Super and then say that they didn't watch Dragon Ball. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah, you do realize Dragon Ball is where it's all started, right?
Yeah, that's like the whole backstory, bro.
Yeah.
But we're getting into the game here, guys. No more Dragon Ball talk from us, at least not until after the game. But I would expect Nova to just have a pretty big advantage here. This Nova roster is one of the more stacked European teams, but we've obviously seen some of the Titans of Europe fall here and there. So, got high hopes for Illuminati, but I don't know. Nova, one of the more consistent EU teams, and I expect them to come through and prove that here today.
Yep, absolutely. Right now, they're going to get the break here on this P1 ringside affair, and Gore looking for the frags outside. Inferno's going to give him the smoke, and if you guys are wondering who JB is, Trovo JB COD, that is 100% Candov as. I don't know. These guys just can't keep their accounts from being banned. I feel like at some point COD needs to work on, you know, maybe a situation where, you know, the pro players who are getting reported may... you know what? I'm just going to shut my mouth because I don't actually work. Listen.
They literally do this in COD regular console games. Players can be whitelisted, so I think that opens a whole nother conversation in the realm of, well, what if they actually cheat? But you know, I guess we'll see.
Well, I mean,
Maybe someday.
Yeah, maybe if they did like a program where they whitelisted, but you had to submit for like device checks, or they would have to like, you know, install a program that would allow their device to have, you know, anti-cheat software. I don't know, maybe something along those lines. Is that too technical?
Hard to say.
I don't know. Well, you know what? What's not hard to say is Illuminati have found a lot of life here in this P2 rotation. As a matter of fact, the contests are coming in left and right, and they're kind of shutting it down, and it's a solid kitchen P2 for them. They're going to go ahead and pick up that last little bit of trickle time. Spy's actually on the backside flank is actually going to come through and pick up those last little bit of time and catching some on the transition. So looking for some more out in pool side, and my goodness, if the transition wasn't already safe, you got Spy, who's got 7 on board, looking directly on your backside. So P3 rotations come through. It's going to favor Nova off the rip, but the break is right around the corner because JB actually can't off. Going to be shut down, so maybe not. Boot on the cut is going to find a Nissa, who again is Yaya. Damn, this is going to be like back and forth until I can really... And by the time I get used to calling him, you know, a name, we're going to be done with the series. And right now it's back and forth affair, but no clear indicator for who's going to be leading the pack after this P3 transition.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, you know, as we get a little bit deeper on into this game, we have obviously quite a bit of hopes, I would say, on this being a great matchup. And it's still very close. I mean, we're looking at 20 points between Illuminati, a team that came through Challengers and lost 3-0 to Omniscient. Now going toe-to-toe, or very close to, with Nova on the opening couple points of Raid. And now they're even in a good position for basketball court. They may be down almost 40 points now because Garage, which is the money hill on this map, did go in favor of Nova, but that could equalize right here, right now.
Did I see Gore actually pulling out his Annihilator? Only going to be able to find 1 on the transition. It is going to get shut down, but P4, so far, very fruitful for the side of Illuminati. They're doing great on holding off the push inside. The cluster strike is going to come through, and I don't know how, and nobody saw it. Gore's the only one left on the point. 2 players on the outside holding the perimeter. Actually, we got Candoff actually on the bottom side of Cubby, but he's going to be instantly found and taken down. And what could have been a little bit of time in favor of Illuminati going to be shuffled right back over to the side of Nova, who, on the backs of some great streaks and some great call-outs and transitions, have led them to get the break here with about 20 seconds left. So the contest from the top side of the staircase is going to be halted. You can see Gore looking to make the peak, but isn't really fully committed. He's just, you know, maybe looking for some kills, maybe looking for a little bit of a back and forth, but not going to find it. So he's going to shut down. P5 transition is going to favor nobody off the rip. Nobody has rotated early, so this is an interesting one. Literally a toss-up. So bear with us now. We're going to go ahead and jump in for a quick VC listen in with the side of Illuminati and see how those call-outs sound.
1 6 6 6 6.
It's pas wrong side.
Oh, kitchen. Nice.
One more. Come on. One more side, no. One blue one. Ring, one ring.
Circle.
Yeah, one ring.
One zigzag. Me cerce.
Nice.
Ring, one
Zig,
shot.
one shot. Zig, guys. Corner. 1 6 6 6 6. One more side. Behind the row.
Punch.
That's it, nice.
One more behind the blue car.
One red.
One more, bro. One more. Coming from red side.
Push next.
No, blue one. And 1 shot.
One more.
No, pilas.
We don't have a spawn.
Pillars.
One blue van.
Two more ring. Come on, guys.
One head glitch. Red.
Push laundry, guys.
Oh,
One kitchen.
Purifier kitchen.
Kitchen purifier. No, one more ring.
All right, tough transitions over from that P5 to the P1 reset. Right now, the lead is being just racked up here. And I was hoping a little bit of a, you know, an effort towards this P1 break, maybe collectively, because right now it's a lot of bleeding on the side of Illuminati, and Nova are just capitalizing on some great placement early. And it is looking like a twice the lead here for the side of Nova in their favor now. The P1 transition is going to come through. 15 seconds left on this hill, and the rotations over to the P2 are actually going to be held kitchen side by the side of Illuminati. So back and forth. I don't think Dave's bounced back in here just yet, but you know, as soon as he does, he'll realize maybe he's listening for some forward information, maybe hanging back to see how the call-outs sound for that rotation. Here he is. Dave, what did you hear while you were stuck in there?
Well, I was just kind of really listening to call-outs and how they're handling their rotations, and I gotta say, they are just absolutely handling their angles despite a big open by the side of Illuminati here. You look at the score, and we've got a 100-point lead for the side of Nova, and a lot of that comes down to the comms were just really solid, and you add that on to a team that has some of the best gun skill in the region. And that is just such a massive threat. Saturn's coming through a 2-piece on the Sparrow, make it 3. Finding the extra one there, and the retake does come in. However, Illuminati did deny enough time that Nova can't win here, and are now setting up for their P3, which again is that money hill. I don't think Illuminati is a team that comes through and upsets Nova. But they've clearly still got some life left in them.
They do. Now they're going to have to play for their lives here because you allow this break, even with 20 seconds left to go for the side of Nova to close it out. Even if they get 10 seconds off of this, there's no way you hold a basketball court for long enough to extend it to a P5. And we all know P5 is just devastating. So streaks can come in. Anything can just absolutely devour you. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at Saturn's. He's got a cluster strike he hasn't used yet, so we'll keep that on mind. Also got Creed, who's rocking a cluster strike and a lightning strike. So take a look at it now. The break is possible. There's 2 trades coming through. It looks like one player is all that is left. He is going to be taken down, and that is going to be it. The streak's probably going to come raining in here. Not going to hold him for that P4 rotation. Yep, Creed going to go ahead and pop off. Drop it right in the front side, and AC and Gym side are both shut down. That's going to be a Game 1 win. Now, granted, Starricker isn't able to come through, and even if he does, there's 4 players right there waiting for him. 250 to 132. Solid performance from Nova. Hell of a try there for Illuminati, but just going to fall a lot short of a Game 1 victory for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, again, Nova, I think, are one of those teams that we would consider to be your top 3, top 4 of the region, pretty much on anyone's mind, right? I don't think anybody could argue with that. And in my opinion, they've been one of the more consistent teams, and that is something that while we have certainly, had that talk before where even I have come out and mentioned, hey, I think across the board, Europe has more strong teams than North America. Consistency is definitely a struggle here in Europe, and Nova just don't seem to suffer with that as much as some of the other top teams. So I don't see Nova struggling here much, especially moving on into the search and destroy. Obviously, Illuminati are a strong team. We've seen way bigger blowouts in Mobile Mayhem than this. And again, this is a great step forward for a team that fought their way through the Challenger Series, right? Or qualifiers, rather. So overall, I'm proud of Illuminati and their performance. I wish we would have jumped into voice comms with them as well, but unfortunately, after we jumped in with Nova, it was pretty landslided and looking the way the game was going to go.
Wait, you jumped in with Illuminati?
No.
Oh, you jumped in with Nova. Oh, I was doing listen-ins with Illuminati.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, then I jumped in with Nova. Oops.
Well, I mean, you gave us insight on that, so you were able to, I think whenever you came back in, you had, made the claim of Nova's call-outs being solid. So I assumed they were solid. I just wanted to hear how Illuminati
I did jump down into Illuminati's voice comms for a second there, but then you hopped out. So I was like, oh, I guess I must have missed it.
Nah, that's quite all right. You didn't miss much. Obviously Nova came through with a lot of energy and really suppressed Illuminati from, getting anywhere on any of their transitions. I think it really started with P3, that garage site that just got way out of hand. I think it was almost a full hold for the side of Nova. And, you don't get any bit of that. You don't get 15, 20 seconds from Illuminati. You double down for a P4 that we all know is just super hard to lock down. Unless you have massive streaks, unless you organize your operators to their fullest extent, there's no way you're holding the P4 courtside. Not with the way that you know these unique spawns work. So damn near impossible to hold that one and really, you know, make anything happen after that. So P3 is where it, you know, started to get out of hands, and it really never got back on track for the side of Illuminati. Nova doing a solid job. They come in, they handle business. This is a team that obviously is capable of upset, and they just do a great job of handling the basics. As a matter of fact, when Creed's on and Saturn's is on, like I'm looking at those stats, 212 in a minute 43. When you got two top fraggers like that who are able to put up kills, you know, 33 and 29 at a time, and then put almost combined 4 minutes on the hill, it's not happening. I don't care who's on the opposite side of the spectrum. It's just not going to happen for any team in EU.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree with you on that. And, you know, maybe when we get into our search and destroy, maybe Illuminati makes it close there. But even though Illuminati were able to put up 132 on the hill and they had some good points in the game, it was quite largely Nova maintaining control the whole time. I mean, I feel like you can probably agree with me on that. So yeah, that's just kind of where we're at right now. Nova, an incredibly strong team in Europe. I think one of the most consistent teams in Europe. And while I think Illuminati is a strong team in Europe, I wouldn't necessarily put them in a running for that top 4. At least not this week. I think you'd agree with me in the sense that I think Illuminati have gotten better week to week to week, especially if you look all the way back into qualifiers. So maybe if they continue to improve the way they have been, we start considering them, you know, having a running for the top.
Well, they're not going to...
Is that fair?
Oh, that's certainly fair. I think they have a claim at being a potential 4th seed, but it's really just about what team shows up on the day. Right now, the team that we're seeing show up for the Search and Destroy, not looking good so far. Creed actually going to find Mojito on the transition. The bomb's going to make the rotation over. Inferno going to be dropped by Gore. So we've got a 3v3, 2-for-2 trades coming through. I think that this Illuminati team stacks up nicely against an Anarchy team who has made a lot of roster changes. And Anarchy right now are the only team who have been able to put an upset on the board in Animus. And obviously Nova hasn't dropped the series yet, so they've been pretty solid. They lost one map out of the pool so far. So I don't know. I think we're still midway through the season, a lot to figure out in the long run of things. But I think you do make a great point.
Well, fantastic. I'm certainly hoping that we have an opportunity for Illuminati to show us some of that talent in Search and Destroy that we've seen from them in the past. They've obviously got one of the tougher teams to go up against, but I think they have a chance to at least make this interesting, even though the first round does go over to Nova there.
Destroy the objective.
There we go.
Got the bomb.
Looking at the score, it's not reflecting in the team names and everything, so making sure all that's good. Here we are, second round. First round did go in favor. Saturn's able to pick up 3. Doing a solid job so far, rocking that kilo. You know, I think Mod 6 and I had a conversation about this gun and how it's used, and I think some of these pro players are absolutely going to, you know, find it as a viable option, because from my understanding, the first 15 shots of it has little to no recoil. And the way I see Saturn's popping it, he's putting about 10 to 15 shots in, and he's reloading and repositioning. If you're able to do that and put solid damage in, like just right there, just as long as your shots are on point, it is 100% viable. He does smoke Mojito, and the one player down for the side of Illuminati is definitely going to hinder them from holding off this push towards A that's inevitable. Starker is going to be able to catch one on the transition. Saturn's drops first time he's died. 4 kills on board for him, and the 3v4 retake will ensue now. They got about 30 seconds on the clock, Dave.
Yeah, definitely possible to see a retake here, but with the 4-3 advantage and the bomb planted, Nova are pretty handily in control. They've absolutely got lockdown on trailer, but General Gore gonna sneak up behind, picks off 1. Does get taken down by Spy, however. You can now see Boot pushing through, and there's just not time to make this happen. Spy doing a great job just playing time. Boot has to pick for the defuse. Can't quite pull it together, and that's going to be a second round to Nova. And again, even with a good rotation out of General Gore there, a distraction from Boot in the window of trailer does pick up a free kill, walks right into the sightlines of Spy, and Nova, they play their angles together so well. And I think that's an incredible strong suit that you cannot sleep on here against them in Search and Destroy. They play their twos excellent, and I think that last round was a prime example of that.
Yeah, an absolute just devastating right here for Yaya, who happens to transition right in the front side of trailer, does catch one, but loses 3, make it 4 on the back end. Gore gonna be, or that's not Gore, that's Kandoff, as Gore has already dropped there. I think Gore was the player that Yaya was able to get on the first transition. Does find shots on Mojito. Yaya doing a great job rocking this kilo, but again, you know, you're pushing out in the no man's land, and there's 3 players right there to, you know, absolutely make you feel the wrath. Unfortunate, but, you know, it's a round for Illuminati now, so fortunate for them. They have been anything but flawless on this defense, and, you know, if you're looking for a game win for this series, you got to find it here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there, bud, and listen, I think there's a chance that Illuminati could potentially take this into a game 3, right? It's going to require a lot from them, but I think Search has been one of their better game modes, and Mojito actually comes through with a big 2. This is a great looking round for the side of
Mojito.
Illuminati.
Get
Mojito
it, baby.
Finds another.
Anissa.
General Gore gonna get taken down. Boot gonna slide the corner, finds the quick scope, tying things up 2-2.
A phenomenal job there. There was only 2 players to hold off the 5-man push from the jungle side of B, and Mojito and I can't even remember who that was. That was Kandoff back on the backside. Do a phenomenal job for 2 players to hold off the push and wait for the players to come through on the backside from support, and single-handedly shutting it down. Mojito picks up 3 that round. He didn't have a single kill before then, so Rum getting shaken, not stirred right here. See if he can stir it up a little more now. Minute 30 on the clock, a little bit more of a conservative round for the side of Nova. It looks like they want to edge a little closer to this A side of the map, but you got Gore inside of American. He can certainly make a difference for this defense.
Well, we do have all 5 players on each side alive. Nova, they're going to be looking to take an edge and go into the next set of rounds, the second half, with a single round advantage. Not the position they would have wanted to be in, with, again, as strong of a team as they are, but Illuminati opens up with the first blood, make it 2. Boot finds the shot onto Spy under the trailer, and just like that, 1, 2, 3, line them up, knock them down. Boot finds Saturn's. Creed getting it taken down by Starricker, and a clean 5-0 sweep round going in favor of Illuminati to round out the half.
There we go. We're going to flip sides now. I got to see Illuminati have a better start than they did on the defense. So losing 2, just not favorable, especially when, you know, you got to play the attack against a Nova team who are not going to give it to you for free. So they do find a little bit of a silver lining, finding 3 to roll on the back end, but they're going to have to be solid. Keep that same momentum they had on the defense now, as we did flip sides, and now it's their time to play a little conservative, play for those picks. We'll see who gets too aggressive and who steps out first. That's Inferno who drops. As you can see, the 3-player push on A is definitely going to make transitioning to that A bomb site interesting, but Gore says, actually, Verdict, hold my beer. I got you, homie. And does find another. That's going to be Creed dropping. So 5v3. Still not a full commitment to the bomb site, as we can see. 1 player for the side of Nova, that's Yaya, playing super aggressive, is going to be falling back now as he's taking shots from wood. Saturn's on the transition on the backside. He's going to catch 1. Oh, he hasn't shot yet. Good trigger, discipline, make it 3. Jesus Christ. Saturn's, my guy. That was about as necessary as it needed to be for Nova.
Yeah, absolutely right. We're now sitting in a 3 versus 2, still doable for the side of Illuminati, but gonna make it difficult, especially with, I believe that's Yaya picking up the kill onto Starricker there. Does leave Mojito, who only has 3 on the board, but I gotta say, that was a big round of 3 for him, so got some hope still. I don't think in this round, I think this is Nova tying it up. Spy is gonna get taken down, but as we mentioned, Nova really, really strong in playing their angles, and right there for the refrag, gonna clean things up. All tied up, and this is a new hope for Illuminati here.
Yep. New hope for Illuminati indeed now. Here we are.
That was the most casual, yep.
Yep.
I've
Well, I
ever
mean, it
heard in
was
my
like
life.
I gotta say, the flag from Saturn saved the hell out of Nova there. If it wasn't for that, Illuminati had a lot of energy rolling into the second half, and to see that kind of happen is like watching the villain from a movie come through. And actually, in the movie, after he defeats the main character, that's what it felt like right there. I was like, man, I was really hoping Illuminati would be able to, you know, start that same kind of energy off here in the second half, and here comes Saturn's just spoiling everything. So right now, Saturn's is one of the 3 players that are left for Nova. As Illuminati looking to spoil this this main card event, I would have to say, because taking a look at the schedule today, this is possibly going to be the only matchup that we see that's close. And it is certainly getting a little intense here in this Search and Destroy firing range. Certainly one of my favorite maps for it, too. So we got a 1-1 split, 1-1-1 split for Nova. It looks like Yaya is going to come through to let a little bit of support as one player here, Starricker, looking for some transition. Bomb hasn't been committed. As a matter of fact, it looks like it's still kind of in showers.
Well, Illuminati, they have themselves an advantage right now, but Nova definitely could be in a position still to even things up. Again, they play their angles really well together, and if you look over, you've got Yaya, Saturns, and Spy all really tight here on American, now pushing on down towards the ramp. They can find a pick here. They could even things up. The bomb is not pushed up by the side of Illuminati. As I say that, of course, he makes that break in. Gets taken down by Saturns. Where's the refrag? Starricker gonna find him, but Spy again. This is why playing your angles is so important. And Yaya turns on Mojito and cleans up the 3v4 clutch by the side of Nova. Mojito, my dude, what happened there? Oh my goodness! The misplay was unreal! That's rough, man. That's rough.
Illuminati showing a lot of life here, but just getting outplayed in the trenches. Nova able to clutch that 3v4, and that's going to give them a 3-4 lead advantage now. They're going to have that one round, and Inferno, I don't think Inferno's done anything this game. What is going on with him? He is 0-7. My guy has donuts for days. We'll see if he can turn things around now. Is Mojito actually going to turn on Creed, who, again, I don't think Creed's had the best game either now as I'm taking a look at it. 3 kills. That's solid, though, right? Mojito very, very aggressive here, holding down 10 top side, looking for some more action. You can see it 1-1-1 spread yet again for Nova. They are playing 4 corners right now, and I'm kind of digging it because you get that little bit of support on each angle. Each bomb side is covered. American kind of favoring the side of A, where we can see the bomb is making its way through. And my goodness, Yaya is laying down and has not moved. The bomb's going to go down. Wait, no, it's not. Yaya's here looking for Gore. Gore, hello. I'm home, daddy. Oh, my. Starricker does win that gunfight, but Mojito's going to find Saturns in the background. That's going to leave Spy in a 1v3. Yaya calls a little bit of damage there, but is it going to be enough? Spy looking for some shots. Gets one, but boot. On the backs of a great DLQ shot, it's going to be able to even things up now. Illuminati back and forth here with Nova, and they're trading blows with a Giant, and I'm digging it right now. So, of course, they've had several rounds where it should have went in their favor, and I'm kind of like scratching my head. Why is this not taking us to a game 3 yet? Because Illuminati showing a lot of promise, just not, you know, not necessarily closing it out.
Yeah, we're all tied up 4-4, and like I said, Illuminati, a very strong search and destroy team, and they're going toe-to-toe with Nova right now. That's not an easy feat. Saturns is going to make it a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Nova. Now Illuminati, they're on the run a little bit here. Mojito couldn't quite find the shots he was looking for. That's a big gunfight win for Yaya there. Starricker going to take down Spy, however. Now we're looking at a 2v3. Yaya taking down Starricker. Mojito able to get the refrag, but what is this ego chow? Oh my goodness.
I was
That
a fan.
was so
yeah,
bold.
That was bold. I'm a huge fan of it, though, because he caught him on the reload. I don't know if you knew that, but sure enough, bombs down, minute left on the clock. Mojito, 8 kills on board. Needs a clutch of 1v2 to put us at match point for Illuminati. If he doesn't, it's going to be match point for Nova, so it's a moment of truth. Will Illuminati be able to take us to that game 3? I think it has to start here. You can't afford to go 2 rounds perfect and expect to win. 45 seconds on the clock. Time just dwindling down right now.
Yeah, this is tough for Illuminati, especially since they should realistically be at 5-3 right now. Again, the misplay, unfortunately, from Mojito had all of the shots in the world into Yaya's back and just didn't land them, got turned on. So this could have been a match point round, which can absolutely challenge, even against a team like Nova, their ability to remain mentally positive, right? I think that was a couple shots from Creed, maybe revealed his position a little bit. Now Mojito looking to get on the bomb. The shots come in. Can he clutch it up? Finds the kill onto Creed. This game could be over. We could be in game 3 right now. Yo, listen, I'm gonna be so disappointed if Illuminati don't win this.
All right, you just heard it. Heard it from a biased caster. He is rooting for Illuminati here. Put it on Twitter, guys. It's gonna be another banger. I'm kidding, obviously. We're rooting for the competition. We need to see that game 3. We need to see more of Illuminati. Yaya, who is stunned right in front of Wood, not gonna be capitalized on that. Oh my God, Mojito, that is 3 players you just saw and missed. One of which came right across the screen, and I don't know what the hell he was looking at. Right now, Inferno in very dangerous territory. Boot up top. I don't know if Inferno can see the laser, but sure enough, we can. We also can see the body because we're spectating, not playing. That's the beauty of casting. So, Boot, real contestant right here. Inferno probably going to get a free kill. I don't know how he didn't see Boot right there. However, Boot does jump out for whatever reason. Doesn't matter. We're now going to be a match point for both teams. We're going to go to a round 11, and we know how dicey round 11s are. This is tough.
Yeah, listen, again, I'm right on board with this game should be over. And Illuminati, I'm hoping for that game 3. You know, we were cheering you guys on right from the beginning that this could be the best game of today. And a game 3 would definitely secure that. Because again, as the underdogs here, a team that fought their way through and only got 2nd place in qualifiers to pick a game off of Nova, not only would that be big for Illuminati themselves, but you know the other pro teams are absolutely cheering Illuminati on right now, because this could essentially deny Nova 5 points if we went to a game 3. So probably a lot of fans of Illuminati in chat watching, whether they're open about it or silent, but Saturn's gonna find an extra kill there. It's a 4v3. Stalricker able to get the refrag. General Gore taking some shots, but is gonna survive. Boot finding Saturns. General Gore now looking for the kill onto Yaya. Finds the shot. We've got a game 3 on board.
Game 3 and a great retake there from the side of Illuminati. We get the information from, I believe that was Kandoff, who was just firing great. 3 players aggressively pushed to that A-long site. He was able to take down 1 and it gets instantly traded, but that info was all that was needed. And then on the backs of Spy getting the plant down, the nade comes through because the trophy was destroyed by Stalricker, who forced Spy right off that bomb egg glitch and play right into the play. So Gore able to get that last frag, and sure enough, Illuminati should have won this game 3 times over by now. Sure enough, close the deal out, and we are set to see a game 3 in our highlight matchup of the day. This is the one I called out last night on the spawn, is it not? I think that this is, you know, where Illuminati proves that they can hang with the best of the best. It starts here for the Search or Destroy, and I don't know if game 3 is going to fare their way, but I'm looking at someone who skipped a kill cam as well, and I don't know who it was. It was definitely not Creed, Inferno, Saturns, or Anissa. Who was that 5th player that we're missing?
That would be... hang on.
That would be Spy.
Second. Spy, yeah.
It's tough. All right, taking a look at the scorecard here. 9 kills on board for both Stalricker and General Gore. 10 for Boot and Mojito. we forgive you for some of those misplays as you're delivering us a game 3, and I'm absolutely on board with it. Kandov picks up 5, but played a massive role in that last round, so we'll, allow him to have a little bit of a spotlight there too. 15 kills for Yaya. My guy put on the Louis V duffel bag, carrying right now. Saturn's picked up 10 as well, and Inferno, who started off slow, had literally a donut for the first 8-9 rounds. Picked up 3 kills to end the game with too, so solid performance from both teams. Obviously, we saw that round 11, and here we are. Game 3 right around the corner days. I'm taking a look at it. Looks like we're going to be taking off with some takeoff Dom, and oh my. If this rotation wasn't great, it was great before, it's now ruined. A takeoff domination, possibly one of the worst maps to play domination on in the new map amendments, because I know we took out Hackney Yard, and I know we took out Crossfire, because that's what the players wanted to see gone. And sure enough, that left takeoff, and sure enough, that's what we're going to see. So here we are. Thoughts? Game 3, does Illuminati put up an upset here?
It is possible. I'm highly confident in Nova for game 3, but man, it's really difficult to say.
All right, well, very difficult to say. I think Nova still wrap it up, but it's solely.
Yeah.
I want to wish that Illuminati could come through and make it at least competitive. But we saw the hard points. The transitions were solid for Nova. I know this is going to be a domination game. This map is huge, so if the rotations favored Nova in the hard point because they earned them, they were solid with their gunfights. Creed was popping off. Saturn's, who again has been dynamite for the past few weeks, he popped off. If we're expecting to see that kind of performance in this domination game, I don't think Illuminati stands a chance. But we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They got the energy rolling in from a Game 2 win. We all know how Search and Destroys can make you feel after you take the dub. Maybe they ride and coast on that energy.
All right, well, we'll be looking to get into the action here shortly, guys. We're just finalizing, getting everybody switched on their sides, and we'll get into our game 3 here shortly. Do you have any major expectations for this matchup, particularly, Verdict?
Expectations? My
Yes.
expectations are met. I was hoping we just saw a game 3 of this matchup, The fact that Illuminati might be able to upset, because we are getting that, could make for some, interesting plays down the road. It could certainly, put that Illuminati team in the ring, or in the, possible discussion of being a top 4 EU team on any given day. But I don't think it solidifies them as a top 4 contender, in my opinion. Nova lose today. This is just a league match. We've seen teams. I mean, we saw Goofy Goobers last week at NA, right? They take a 2-0 from a team in Explicit who I don't think I've ever seen them lose to before. So anything can happen in regular league play. So I'm thinking that if Nova take this L, I don't think it means anything to their status. I think it, partially gives a little bit of gas to Illuminati, but I don't think it means anything long term.
Fennec, I do have pants on today, thank you. I also did not switch my camera over. Good call.
Guys,
Listen,
I
that
can
was my
confirm. I can confirm Day put pants on as soon as he turns his camera off. He didn't have pants on before we started. All right, it does look like we're going to see Spy exit out. Spy is one map suspended that reflects in this dom. Okay. Neil is going to join in. He is making the sub in for that. So, well, not technically a sub in. Yeah, I guess it would be a sub in. Let me get you to move over in the spectator slot.
Oh yeah, let me do that.
All right, taking a look at the scorecard here. Everything looks, or the overlays, everything looks like it's good. Everything looks like it's updated. We're tied 1-1. We can close those spectator slots out and we go ahead and fire that puppy off. All right, I'm taking a look at it again. If you guys just now joining in, we are going to be set to take off and to take off domination. We've seen the hard point. It was a very convincing performance from Nova. They take the win 250 to 132, if I'm not mistaken. And then a nail-biter of a performance there. Illuminati able to edge Nova out of a 2-0 sweep. The firing range search destroyer went to a round 11. And we all know how dicey round 11s can be. Illuminati just showing up and showing out. In reality, they should have won that match three times over before then. So the fact that they were able to do it in a clutch scenario round 11, I guess that's commending, but at the same time, there's certainly a few things they could have done better.
I think I would agree with you on that. I definitely think I would have to agree with you there. So I think again when we come into the respawns, Nova just pretty drastically win the gunfights in my opinion. So I don't have a ton of hope for Illuminati. I think the search and destroy was their opportunity to extend the series, and I think that's about where I draw the line for them, unfortunately. But hey, I absolutely invite you guys to come through and prove me wrong here.
Alrighty, you heard that. Day wants to be proven wrong. The feed's going to come through. It's going to be primarily, or actually it's going to be all Illuminati right now as we see Boot taking some shots. Is going to be weak, but he's going to be able to stay alive. Catch one off guard there. And construction site, top side. Oh my god, gets Inferno too. An early B cap potentially. Oh, two more for Boot. Man's feasting right now. Transition over from Yaya. 5 on the board for Boot. And the French M&M is absolutely popping up, but this is where his journey ends for this one. Inferno up top with a kilo. Does not miss, but even after all that in the feed, a B cap still not coming through for the side of Illuminati. Could be a major miss.
Well, it is a early B cap going over to Illuminati. They maintain so far the C and the B. It's only got them a 1-point lead so far, but that is obviously going to quickly grow with the double cap if they're able to maintain it. You can see Inferno was looking for the kill onto Starwicker up top. Couldn't quite find that last bullet to connect. Starwicker going to go for the rechow. Almost gets the kill onto Inferno. And, yo, if Illuminati win this, I'm going to be so incredibly impressed.
We'll have to see now as Creed able to win that gunfight. Starwicker not able to pick up a single kill yet. Just a note, 0-3. But when you got guys like Boot and Mojito holding it down for the squad, 8-2 for Boot, the French M&M, that's going to be a perfect time. I know we joined in for Illuminati earlier, but they have the advantage right now. I want to kind of jump into those VCs and see how that vibe's going. So bear with us as we jump in with Illuminati for a quick VC listen in.
Let's see, guys.
I don't see my bro. One see, my bro. One see. Come on, guys.
No, one mid. Limit.
Fuck.
They pushing B.
See, that's it. Come on,
No,
mid.
one button.
One see.
I go C. Dead C.
Nice.
One top red one.
Go B.
Come on, B, guys, B.
No, wait. P1. Full B. Nice, clean.
Come on, P1.
Guys, take it. No, bottom yellow.
Please, come in.
Go me. Push me.
I can't, bon, je pouvais pas.
No problem. Come on, big push it.
Watch blue side.
Oh,
No, to blue.
Top red.
Top blue.
They got spawn back, we spawn back.
What?
No, one P1.
oh, generator.
One top red still.
Red. Bottom yellow. Guys, bottom yellow. He's going ticket.
Be careful top red.
Top red. Les bâtards, une fois qu'ils sont en place, c'est chaud.
T'inquiète, on va les décomper leur grand-mère.
Yellow, any bottom yellow. Bottom yellow.
One more, bottom yellow. Come on, play with.
All right, so calm listen-ins, pretty solid, but you already see it early, the momentum that we saw in the first half of this matchup, the first beginning of this matchup, kind of slowing down, and Nova able to capitalize on some great placement, some great frags coming through, and some just amazing abilities to bounce back. This first half has been a bloodbath back and forth, and right now it might be favoring the side of Nova towards the end. Neil going to pull out the death machine here, and I got to point out a few like mishaps from the side of Illuminati. I saw several streaks, or not streaks, but operators get pulled and absolutely wasted. General Gore wasted a Annihilator, and whoever's rocking the Gravity Vortex, just an absolute disgusting performance from it. I don't know what the thought process was. As soon as he puts 2 shots out, which didn't have any value, gets taken down. And, you know, in a game like this, when it's tight-knit, you can't afford to have any misses like that. Right now, it's going to be them having the advantage going into the second half, but it's going to be a small margin day.
Yep, you are absolutely right. An 8-point lead in the side of Illuminati. Now, if you would have asked, told me before this series started that Illuminati would have a lead in the first half, I probably would have called you crazy. But Illuminati coming through, showing out big here, even though we had a big comeback from Nova. If Illuminati can have a good start to this second half, they could absolutely still have this. I'm a little sad I didn't get to hear the listen-ins. I did get my new hat. I'm pretty excited.
Nice.
So, yeah.
There we go. It looks sexy. I like it. Got a little bit of leather embellishment right there. It's kind of dope.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty sick.
Nice. Right now, Nova able to capitalize. No cap. Needed right there. They're getting the B and C right in their favor. And, you know, I say no cap because I wasn't lying. They are definitely doing it. But the caps do come through, and sure enough, they are just running the tables right now. So we'll see if they can continue this dominance, as I see great map control, great map positioning, great awareness, and really just shutting down this Illuminati roster attempt at possibly getting a B flag or a C push flipped. Saturn's holding down the rotation, does find 2 in the feed, and that is pretty toxic right there, as he does get taken down by Kandov. But sure enough, Nova handling business in the second half. That's going to lead us to a quick listen-in with them, because we haven't listened in for Nova yet, and this is the perfect opportunity to do so.
One shot window. You went back.
One. He's on
Window. Whoever's there pushing me is one shot.
I'm not peeking. I'm just playing my life.
I need to use my... One close to me, Nate. Looking.
One bottom balcony.
Was close, kill Nail.
Yeah.
I got top yellow.
Top control.
I'm gonna retake.
I'm playing live C.
Take
I spawned limit. What you see? Dead. Nice. One more.
Any. Nice.
Careful here.
I'm limit. I have B.
Go see.
Pushing one ticket.
Go see.
I spawned limit.
One top yellow.
Yellow and down. Tickets.
One ticket.
Tickets again.
One,
Tickets
2C,
again.
2C,
Stacking C. They're still stacking C.
3C,
They keep going
3C.
C. They keep going C.
One more C. I got one.
Get him.
I got your ticket. Careful B.
Be dead.
We have to clean flags. I'll clean B.
Oh way, I wasted that.
One limit. Limit dead. I'll clean B.
Stop top yellow. Choked. One shot top yellow.
I'm watching your ticket.
I cleaned it. One gun control. One is pushing. Two control. Two gun control. Death machine pushing.
Tickets pushing. Tickets pushing window dead. He's not dead.
One guy here.
Yeah.
Dead.
Pushing C still. They're pushing C still.
All right, you hear the call-outs, everything just business as usual. They don't even remember what happened that first half, because here they are just balling out here in the second. And a very substantial lead, 30-plus points going in. And I think we're a little past triple cap territory as I'm taking a look at it. And this is a solid performance for both teams, but obviously Illuminati looking like they might fall shy of a Game 3 victory.
Yeah, definitely was a great run for the side of Illuminati, and you can't take that away from them. And unfortunately, you know, Nova, again, just a little bit too consistent when it comes to that aspect, right? And even though they were down very, very early on in the first half, and I was actually thinking, oh my God, can Illuminati win this? That isn't the case. And, you know, we're at a point right now where obviously we're triple cap when the score goes. But in addition to that, we've got a minute on the clock. I don't think even with a triple cap for the remainder of the game, we could make this comeback happen.
No,
and that's going to be Nova closing things out, 200 points. And, yeah, that is kind of what we expected.
Kind of what we expected, but we got more than, you know, what we had in store coming into the day. We thought, well, I thought that this was going to be the best matchup of the day. I thought it was going to be the highlight match, and it certainly turned out to be. But in my mind, I thought also Nova was going to take this series 2-0. And I don't mean that as, you know, any disrespect to Illuminati, but Nova is by far one of the best teams in EU. It is without a doubt. You know, that domination performance absolutely confirms. The Search and Destroy was a toss-up, and you caught Illuminati, who should have won 3 times over, in a round 11 scenario where they happened to take us to a game 3. So we got a lot more than I expected, even though I claimed that this was going to be the highlight matchup and it was going to be the closest one in skill gap. In reality, I still thought Nova could very easily close that out in the 2-0. Here we are, game 3. Got more than we asked for. I'm very pleased. I know Creed and Saturns are very pleased because, again, they're going to be in that top frag slot. Saturns went 31-13, my guy. Double positive +5. And then 9 caps on the board. No one even touched his jock in the cap department. Just ridiculous the amount of you know, kills that he was able to collect, as well as the least amount of deaths in the lobby.
Definitely a incredible matchup between these two teams. I think this is a great measure to show just how far Illuminati have come. And I don't think anybody can realistically deny them. Even with Star Ricker massively underperforming in that last game, only came through with 8 kills when 8-25. To be able to take Nova this far into a series to a game 3, let alone actually have a lead in the first half and still have a very, very narrow loss in the second, that's huge. So I'm really impressed with Illuminati. I continue to be proud of these guys every week, and nobody will convince me otherwise.
Oh, you're absolutely right now, as that is going to be the end of that series. We only got 2 more left, as we did have a forfeit come through, as I'm taking a look at the results from the day for just now joining in. Doesn't reflect it, but Nova Esports, as you just saw, take the 2-1 win over Illuminati EU. Anarchy and Elysium. Okay, there it goes. It is ready to rock and roll. Anarchy and Elysium is going to be our next matchup, so that should be interesting. 117 not found in the Aphelion, going to, again, be our last matchup of the day, as Olympus has forfeited and handed over 20 points to Omniscient, which I will just continue to, you know, say while we're live, because this team, Omniscient, has 40 points, and it's only 40 points from forfeits. Now, how unfortunate is it? I mean, 2 Fs, actually. You can take a look at it. Forfeit, FF. I'm obviously, wow. Yeah, I'm trying to get sparked up, bro. I don't know what it is, but I just feel off today, and I hope you guys aren't completely turned off by my casting. I'm trying to get into it, but I think yesterday drained too much out of me, and I'm like, ugh. So maybe I was hoping that game 3 would spark it, and it just didn't do it for me. So
I think that's a fair point.
Yeah, I kind of figured that Nova would still close it out, even though the game 3 life coming through for Illuminati. I was super hopeful for them. It just wasn't happening. So we're going to take a short intermission. We're going to get the teams in for the next matchup again. Anarchy and Elysium are right around the corner, so don't go anywhere. We got that action lined up for us. But before we do that, we're going to hear a word from COD Mobile. And, you know, hear 2 words, actually, as I've got some ads lined up, some pretty sweet ones from this new Battle Pass, and also some of the new maps that are introduced. So don't go anywhere. We got plenty of action left. 2 more series ahead of us. This is Mobile Mayhem Winter EU. I'm Verdict. That's Day. And looking sweet as hell in that new hat, my guy.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about the new hat. Okay, I've been dying for a new hat. I have a reason to wear it now.
There we go. That sparked me right there. I love it. Love it. All right, we'll be right back. Again, Anarchy and Elysium right around the corner. Alrighty, second matchup on hand. Anarchy versus Elysium. We've got the teams in the lobby. We've got a best-of-3 spread that looks pretty delightful, if I don't say so myself. I know Day is still tied up in that lobster biscuit that he is just gloating about in VC, and I will let him eat it peacefully now, as we're going to go ahead and dive right into the best-of-3. Firing range hardpoints, where we're going to see the action start off with. Domination. Well, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Standoff Search and Destroy. And then that's going to be game 2. If we do make it to a game 3, we'll see a Summit Domination. So Anarchy have opted to ban Hardpoint Crossfire, and Elysium have opted to ban Hardpoint Hackney Yard. So solid rotations. I'm loving every bit of, from the Hardpoint to the Dom. Will we make it to a Dom? I'm not sure. It's solely going to be dependent on how well the side of Elysium can, battle it out here in this Hardpoint. Because Search or Destroy is possibly not going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. It's got to start here in this hardpoint firing range. We are going to go ahead and fire it up. Game number 1 right around the corner. Here it is, as promised, hardpoint on firing range.
Well, Verdict, we're getting loaded on up. Looks like we're just waiting on one player to get connected here. And, well, I definitely think there's some potential for this matchup. Well, I think that potential probably stays pretty shallow in the pool as, Anarchy is a team absolutely stacked with talent, right? That's the reality. And Elysium is a team that I say it week after week. Bro, you guys can slay out all you want, but if you have no team synergy and if you can't make strong rotations together, then you are going to get clapped by every team in this European region. So, I've got big hopes. Elysium looked a little bit tighter last week, but it was honestly quite marginal.
Also, something for reference as well. I know Anarchy made a lot of roster changes over the past week, actually. And they dropped 3 players and only picked up 1. That one is Darox. So Darox needs to fill the shoes of 3 players, and right now doing a lot of work here on this P1 side. Is going to be taken down, but quickly refrag. Rondo able to pick up the slack on that P1 transition. You can see it. Container site might be compromised for now, but P2 spawn sites are the main objective here in this map. You get P1 a little bit that you can, and you don't overextend. And right now it might be a case of overextending, as I can see Rebirth actually. Oh man, he didn't stay live there. He's going to be taken out. Tony going to try and anchor for the spawn sites, and I think this might be the spawn out of a lifetime if they can continue to hold this point. But as I say that, Tony is going to be taken down, and Nev single-handedly holding down the objective. Now has a little bit of help here from Patron, and P1 has been pretty solid for the side of Anarchy. They're also going to have initial hold here on P2. This might be them just steamrolling with the good times.
Contact with enemy.
That could potentially be the case right now. It's a 20-point lead for the side of Anarchy, and again, this is the team that is a little bit more stacked with talent. And one of the players, I definitely got to mention, if you would have asked me at the end of last season, players to look out for, and then you look at this roster, probably would have said Onura and Nev. And they're absolutely still incredible talents in the EU scene, but Patron has been absolutely madman cracked for the past couple weeks. So definitely going to be my player to watch out for on the side of Anarchy. Looking over at the opposition, you definitely have a couple names that stand out. I would say largely going to be looking at Tony and Goliath. I think did really, really well last week, as well as Rebirth can be a really strong talent for this team as well.
Yeah, Tony definitely standing firm with his name. 9 kills on board right now. Certainly making a large impact in this hardpoint right now. It's neck and neck, and even on the backs of not a great P1 rotation, they were able to dip and dab inside of that P2 site. So Armory was a little fruitful for them. They closed the margin. It's only 4 points deficit, and trailer control is actually in their favor. You can see it. There's 1 player, 2 players now, third making their way over, and the 4th actually holding down the back angle. That's going to be Goliath, who is holding out the push from each angle he can. But Rondo going to come through, does find that kill. The break is not going to come with it, though, because you got 3 players left to deal with. Onura going to come through and try and make some shake here with the Sparrow, and they do. Great utilization of operators. Phenomenal break and a 1-2 punch here from the side of Anarchy. They're going to be able to continue on with griefing now as Onur finds his 11th with the Sparrow and holds off the trailer push, and this is where I can see the side of Elysium actually doubling down for P4, so they're going to be able to get all of that last 20-second scrap time, and that is going to be able to extend their lead early on again. And if you're playing on the back ends of, you know, being down for a majority of this matchup, you're not going to find success in this hard point.
Enemy contact.
Yeah, I do think you're absolutely right there, Verdict, and you know, this is such a tough position to be in for Elysium because they're off to a strong start, which, I mean, you just really want to look at this team and say, dang, you know, this team is so strong, but closing out games has been a constant issue for them, so we'll have to see what they're going to bring to the table in the next sweep around these rotations, because right now we're about halfway through our P4, and with firing range being a map that only has 4 hills on it in the first place, man, it can spiral out of control real quick if you don't get that second P2 respawns in your favor.
No, you're absolutely right now, as I do see break comes in for the side of Elysium. They were going to be able to potentially pick up 15 points, but that's going to be solely on the fact of how well they hold it. And right now, they're getting contested. It's not looking good. Aether holding the quarter down bottom side of the wood area. The 2-player push is not going to favor Goliath. Going to be able to find that one. Does barely, but is going to be yet again contested. And still a 40-point gap that the side of Elysium has to cover. You double down for P4. You don't get anything off of it rather than a few, you know, drips of, you know, points here and there. Very, very sad and poor rotation, and not a great one to hold down as P1 comes through. And again, you know, Anarchy just rocking and rolling. They're going to put their foot on the hill, a little bit of do-si-do, a little bit of maybe, what are the hopscotch? You know, you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out right now. You're out. But again, you have a 50-point deficit or a 50-point gap that you can rely on, and maybe not as much pressure to perform. On the side of Elysium, you have to put your foot on the hill, you have to contest, and you also have to play for new. This is being spread thin at its finest, but at the moment, it does look like they do have spawns for the side of P2. We'll just have to see how it fares now. It's 120 to 71. This is going to be a perfect opportunity to go ahead and jump in for a quick VC listen in with the side of Anarchy Day. We're going with Anarchy, not Elysium, okay?
Elysium, let's do it.
Son of a gun.
Bots in.
Below. This guy, bro. Could be.
I died like that, man. Behind the wall. Any barrel. Smokes, guys, please. I don't see any smoke.
One is barrel.
I smoke, see them. Barrel dead. Come on, wake up.
No, there's one pickup, guys. One pickup still.
One shot. Nice. Come on, push.
Relax, bro. There's one barrel.
One, see them. I never see track.
One more in. Low. Nice.
I have cluster if you want.
They're spawning down. Save it.
Barrels.
He's dead in
Get
point.
inside, 3 points.
Yeah, pushing. There's one pickup.
Firing. Dead, firing.
Nice, keep trailing
now
now, keep trailing.
next,
push on,
next.
keep trailing.
Go next. They're spawning wood, watch out.
Firing. One firing.
I'm watching P1.
Big one there, one more.
Watch A long.
I'm watching mid. Listen, I'm watching mid.
Baron goods. My bad. Fuck.
Long.
I am on goods. I have A long. Nobody, A long.
One mid. Nice.
A long, 2 A long.
Behind, there's one A long to go.
They're spawning barrel.
I have cluster, guys. I cluster.
Go.
One mid.
Dead, mid.
Going.
One window, low window, trailer low. Window wood,
Nice.
Mid.
One shot A long. Dead.
How is not dead on my wood?
I didn't see him though.
There's one barrels.
All right, they don't get the spawns for P2. They battle it out, a little bit of frustration, and still a lot of dog in this fight for the side of Elysium, and they're putting up some pretty solid numbers, even on the backs of being streaked out. Operators being pretty much maximized to the most, but only a 25-point advantage, and it's slowly dwindling now. The contest comes through. One player left to deal with, and it does look like the side of Elysium are going to continue on with this P3 rotation. P4 transitions coming through, and it does look like not a lot of traction, but enough to hold off the push. So, solid performance so far for both teams, Dave.
Yeah, I definitely got to say so myself as well. And, dude, Elysium are right here in the game with Anarchy. And, you know, again, I'm just so difficult stuck in a position where I don't believe in Elysium to come through with the win here. And look, I hate to say that. I do honestly hate to say that, but they have really not given me any arguable reason to believe in them, right? Maybe today's their day. They're still well within grasp of this game. They're only sitting down about 50 points right now, so a single good hold could absolutely bring things in their favor. We're about to end a P2 reset and start up a P4 reset, and gonna be getting ready to hop on into a third rotation of our hard points. 200 points on the board for Anarchy, 137 on the board for Elysium. The hill's getting to open. I wouldn't expect either team to have a incredible performance here on this hill, but I could absolutely see probably Anarchy picking up at 30.
I was about to say this is their time to kind of like put the pressure on Elysium, you know, kind of fold them, make them forced to hold that P1 site, because P2 is a money hill. You know, if you're banking on a P2, you got to be able to, you know, extend the game there first and hold off the objective for P1. So right now they're being spread thin. 221 points for the side of Anarchy, and they are just doing exactly what they need to, you know, close this game out. Put their foot on the hill, make and force the hands of their opponents, and Rebar's trying to hold off the push over to P2. Again, you're setting yourself up for failure because you allow them to get those free points that's uncontested. You got one player there to contest, that's Machine, and he's literally just holding off the transition to P2 for right now. So when you're spread that thin and your opponents only need 13 seconds, you're putting all your eggs in one basket, and right now those eggs are about to be spoiled. As you can see, the push coming in from multiple angles. Patron going to be able to find one, but he's shut down. Only 13 seconds needed. If you're Elysium, you got to be flawless. And there's something that you haven't been in this matchup yet, is flawless. So Goliath with a decently placed Gravity Vortex going to hold off the push. But now there's only 2 players left to work inside the objective. One left now as Aether is going to be the only one. The push is going to come through for Rondo. Rondo wins those. And now the break is, of course, inevitable.
Well, 4 points to go, and it doesn't look like any break is possible to even come through here. That's going to be a convincing second half win for the side of Anarchy. And I got to say, Elysium, again, did so good through the mid game, and just absolutely fell apart, Verdict. And that's heartbreaking. I believe so much in this team's potential. I need them to show me, you know? Like that's the reality here. I need them to show me that they can bring that fierceness to the table and carry it through an entire game. It seems like we get past the, you know, 3-4 minute, maybe 5 minute point in a game, and this team just unfortunately falls apart.
It was a little, I gotta say, it was actually a lot closer than the Illuminati and Nova matchup in the hardpoint, let's be real. So, granted that Anarchy is by no means a Nova team, but some very similar characteristics in the way that they handle the hardpoints for the side of Patron, or for the side of Anarchy. Solid performance for Patron as I was looking at the scorecard. 40 kills on board with 46 seconds on the clock for objective time. Onur coming through with a plus 15 KD. So 110 on the hill, going to be one of your, I mean, everyone here actually right there neck and neck with objective time. On the flip side of things, you've got Aether, who is your OBJ unicorn. And when he's going 23 and 31, you can't for 1 second, you know, believe that you're going to win a hardpoint game like that. Solid performance from both teams, but obviously Anarchy take the lead. They never really look back, and they apply that pressure on the P1 reset third time around. and open the floodgates on that P2 transition and get the break. And, you know, it was murder she wrote from there. So 33-27 for Goliath. I know you mentioned him as a player to watch, and Tony was certainly popping off at the beginning, 34-30, where he ends at, but not a lot of collective OBJ time for Tony or Machinist. So we're going to have to see what they do in a search or destroy format, because right now we're looking at a 2-0 potential, and Anarchy ending our second matchup pretty early.
Listen, bud. I'm about to coach Elysium myself, and we're gonna take them.
Can you turn your face cam on so they can? There we go.
I just did. Yeah. I mean, we're about to hire this team of coach ourselves, because
what coach would you hire for them?
Listen. They need a hard lesson in PTFO, right? That is like my history with watching this team. They slay out, but every single one of these players does not want to touch the objective.
Okay.
And you can't have that. You can't have that. Aether, a minute 44 on the hill. You know, big shout out to you, but my dude, you gotta convince your team that, you know, they need to make smarter rotations, better rotations as a team, and really occupy the hill, because it's been the same story every week, and slaying power against a team like Anarchy is not going to carry you through.
All right, are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, cool.
I want to believe in this team. I want so hard to believe in Elysium.
I think that they were one of the teams that probably shouldn't even made it through qualifiers based off of what we saw as far as performance-wise. But they have turned out better than Omniscient in all reality. Omniscient has been just an upset after upset after upset. And I say that with, you know, the most respectful, you know, tone. And I say that because I expect a lot more from Omniscient. I don't expect much from Elysium, and here they are delivering some solid improvement over the course of the time that we've seen them since qualifiers. So can they improve quick enough to take us to a game 3? I don't think so. I think this is over in a standoff search or destroy, just purely based off of this roster. Derek's makes his way back into the scene. Didn't have a large impact in the hardpoint, but this I think this is the map that he does it in, and you know, states his claim as one of the better players in EU. And to see him back in the roster with Onur certainly brings back some, you know, last year vibes. So Patron, Nev, Rondo, all of Anarchy looking solid. Again, they made some big roster changes, and they did it all last week. I was like, I think Ronan put in the Discord, like, you do realize you only have 4 players now that you dropped 3, and then like a day later they put in for the request to add Derek's, and I was like, wow, 5 players in, you pick up Derek's. That's a solid pickup, but was it worth the other 3 that were dropped? I don't know what the case was on the back end, so I can't really speak on it, but a solid 5 rotation, and certainly a contending team. Top 4, probably not, but certainly put their name up there as a potential playoff team.
Well, we're gonna see here shortly. It does look like we're just waiting on one player for the side of Elysium, and Noxy coming in is nice for the roster, but I don't know. It might be too late at this point.
We'll have to find out.
I feel like there's a fair argument that the morality of this team has probably substantially dropped.
Fair enough. Standoff, search, or destroy. Are we going to a game 3? Here. Well, I mean, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate it, because it's sometimes I feel like when I'm honest, I'm a lot more brutal than you, and it's kind of savage-like. But
chat, can we?
I try to stay optimistic.
Yeah, can we weigh in on how accurate that is on who is more savage, me or Verdict? If it's listen, if we're talking about in Warzone, Verdict is way more savage than I am. He will dog me and throw me under the bus.
I'll tell you everything. I will break down plays afterwards and tell you where things went wrong, just so we can improve. And I don't hold back. In COD Mobile, I try to be a little more respectful, because, you know, these guys don't know me as well as Day does. So what I say on the front end could be very, detrimental to my career in the long end. So I try to hold back, and I try to, be optimistic to, how do I say it? I don't know. Save face without, just completely selling out. Does that make sense? Is that fair? I try to have a hold a boundary when I cast. Except for the cringe. I'm
gonna give it to them all honest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to them all honest, especially teams that I want to succeed.
Well, okay, you hear it there. Day picks and chooses and who he wants to succeed. So.
Sure, if that's the way you want to word it, sure.
Yeah, there we go. Well, at the same time, I've been in this EU scene for a while, and I know that when I'm brutally honest, they don't like it. Day just joined in this season. Granted, he's co-casted for a few seasons in a row now. Finally getting a full, co-cast for this season. So I guess, your say is getting a lot more. But I take the heat for everything that goes on the back end.
All right. Well, as long as you take the heat for me being savage, I'm down with that.
There we go. Day doesn't care at all.
Yep. If you have any complaints, complain to Verdict.
You son of a... All right, here we are. Game 2. Elysium. What's going on? Are we getting a game 3 here? Or not?
Probably not.
Probably not, but I do see that we flip sides, right? And we haven't flipped sides. Ronan, fix it. Now. I don't know why I even got to say anything. This is getting out of hand.
Dang.
Derek's, again, like I said earlier, this is his opportunity to show where he excels at the most. He's extremely excelling right now. Not extremely selling, extremely excelling. He's going to find 3 in the feed, and that's going to leave 1 because Onur's found 1 for himself. And Noxy, the sub, last player alive, he's already getting called out. It's only a matter of time before the converge comes through, and that's going to be Onur picking up the kill. 1-0 lead in favor of Anarchy.
All right, well, as we get ready to get on in, it's first round in favor of Anarchy. Can they continue to keep the ball rolling is the question. Obviously, we were talking quite a bit about... Elysium red? Oh, this looks right. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's possible we could see Elysium find a couple rounds here, Verdict, but again, I don't have a ton of faith in them to close out a whole search and destroy. In fact, we've actually seen them ahead in the search and destroy, I think twice in throw. So again, I don't know if it's a communication problem. I don't know what the motivation issue may be. And, well, the bomb plant does come through. Onur going to reveal his position, going for the shots on to Machinist. You can see Tony playing back in the barrels. I think if maybe I can get a sight on Machinist here. Yeah, the bomb was planted in a great spot for potentially Tony to cover from across. You can definitely wall bang the angle on that bomb there. But Tony going to find the kill anyway, and that's going to tie things up 1-1.
Yep, solid round there. Recovery for the side of Elysium. Obviously, they're playing for a game 3 here because game 1, again, I said this is where it had to begin. They weren't able to deliver. So, Tony doing a great job on the transition that second round. Onur finding first and second blood. Absolutely demonized here as he is demolishing, but is going to be demolished himself. But Machinist going to be taken down on revenge. It's still a 2v3. Rebirth with the bomb in hand, looking for Nev. Nev's dropped. Bomb is in his hands and waiting for the push from Patron. Patron, probably one of the best players on this roster. He's going to get some help there as he takes down one and Rondo cleans up the other. Cubby side 100% covered, down and packed. 2 rounds now in favor. 2-1 lead for the side of Anarchy, and they are just continuing the steamroll. This defense can be pretty impenetrable right now. 1 round in favor of the side of Elysium, certainly giving them a little hope.
Yep, you are absolutely right there, Verdict, and we do have the 2-1 lead for Anarchy. Goliath, however, going to take down Onur there, and that's going to be a big opening pick. Going to find Nev as well. That's 2 for none in favor of Elysium. They could be looking to tie things up here. It's a tall ask. It's certainly a tall ask, but they could absolutely bring it here. And you know, if we do see a game 3, Tony, nice shot. If we see a game 3, I'll stop dogging on Elysium for sure.
Dog or not, they are putting up quite a feed here in this 4th round, looking to even things up, and they certainly are going to do it. Noxy, Rebirth's going to find those last 2 kills, and I had to commend Tony. There was only 3 players left, and Tony gets a wallbang of a lifetime. I don't even know where dude was at. I was watching it from whoever the player was who dropped. I think it was Derek's who dropped. I was watching it from his perspective because he was holding down Cubby, and Tony just out of nowhere gets one of the best headshots through a wall-bangable surface. Right now, Rondo going to find first frag with a literal frag. He's going to lose Nev in the transition, but Rebirth is dropped as Rondo finds his 5th. That's a 3v3, 2 for 2 trades. Noxy wins those, doing a great job on the transition. Might be able to catch Derek's, but Derek's able to win that one 2 for 2 now. Nades come through. Looks like, is that Tony on the box side of the map? Of course it is. Dude's a demon with the sniper. Looking for the shots, but Onur on the backside flank. 1 for 1 now. 1v1 now as Machinist does take down Rebirth on that A side of the map. Bomb is down and is in a position right where, you know, Onur could spectate it from. He is on top of Market and waiting for the push over from Machinist. Machinist going to take some shots but falls back in. We've got about a minute left on the clock for this 1v1 to endure.
Well, 1v1 Onur versus Machinist. Machinist with 4 on board, Onur with 5. Definitely got to give it to Onur in favor of a little bit of kind of that veteran level of expertise in the scene. But Machinist with the bomb in hand, starting to make a rotation over. Oh my god, these guys are right next to each other. Oh, Machinist, is this a free kill? Oh my goodness, Onur.
Tough.
So rough, didn't peek courtyard. Oh, that's pain, dude.
Pain or not, here we are. Elysium with a lead. Anarchy on the backs of playing on the defense and not able to capitalize on the rounds. I gotta say, on a standoff map, this is where, you know, you get a majority of your points. Onur and Derek's actually making Verdict shut up. They find 2 of their own, make it 3 for Derek's, who is showing a lot of value in this Search and Destroy, and I called it. This is where we're going to get, you know, this player to really pop off. He's a Search and Destroy expert. Right now, he's going to be taken down, but, you know, that's by Noxy, who's the only player left live, and the 1v3 bomb is still in the hands of Patron. Onur going to seal the deal there with the shots, and that is going to be it. We're tied yet again, 3 for 3. Who's going to get the 6 first?
Well, 3-3 Elysium. Again, a team that unfortunately has struggled with closing games out, so we're going to have to see what they bring to the table here. Can they push us to a game 3, or is this going to be Anarchy taking the 2-0 lead? 1:48 on the clock. Bomb is in hand of Derox. No first blood yet. You can definitely see we might be playing a little bit of a different rotation here on the side of Anarchy. Normally, the A-side rush is a bit more the play style of the offense, but it's looking like they might be looking for an angle to go for a bead push and maybe switch things up on their opponents.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw Onur's point of view, and then I looked at Tony, who was about to peek that angle. Tony doesn't get the first shot, Onur does, and it was a hit marker. I don't even know how that was a hit marker, because bro was literally only exposed at his head, so super unfortunate, but nonetheless, first frag does come through. Goliath drops. Massive kill to start the round off with for the side of Anarchy. Granted, Goliath hasn't been that much of a factor here in the Search and Destroy, so 2 kills on board for the man. And now we're going to see the contest. Nev able to win that one and fall back. 2 players have dropped for none. Oh, baby Tony. Papa Tony, rather. Going to find 1, but it's not going to be enough because Mom's going to go... Oh, my God, Tony. What are you doing? That shot, again, those wall bangs are lethal. Is going to find the recipient end of Onur following up. Did get the hit marker earlier. Well, sure enough, he gets the headshot second time around. 4-3 lead now for the side of Anarchy, and things are starting to look very, very bleak for the side of Elysium. Started off with a lot of energy, and even on the side of the defense, has not found a single round since we flipped.
Well, we're certainly in a rough position right now for the side of Elysium, but as I say that, Noxy and Goliath actually come through with a big two-piece to turn the 3v4 into a 1v4. And now Anur, his position is revealed. They might be able to tie things up once again. This is actually resulting in a much closer search and destroy than I was anticipating. I was anticipating this team maybe continuing their bad habits and falling into what I would say is a little bit of a slump if they lose their hard point. Looks like maybe they've bounced that energy around here today.
Well, they're going to have to do 2 more rounds in a row because we're tied yet again, 4 for 4. We're going to see that game 3 life. That's what I'm here for. I'm on board for it. Am I expecting it? Probably not, because we've seen Elysium's performance in the past, and you know, granted, today's a new day. We'll give them an opportunity to shine and possibly see that game 3 life. Right now, it's looking pretty bright as I see Patron actually finding 1, but loses 3 in return. So 2 for 3. 3v2. Patron and Onur last left alive. And this seems like a opportunity for Onur and Patron to clutch up and take that lead and possibly a match point scenario. But Goliath right here, I don't know how dude's still alive. I am looking at Goliath in a corner that is barely covering up his location, and he might be able to continue to stay alive based off of the transition from Patron and Onur. I guess the callouts do kind of favor this back alley area as no one's really peeking the sight. Tony on the bottom side of the staircase looking for the transition. The slide peek comes through. The headshot does not. Patron firing away does get that. You can't peek that, Tony, and expect to stay alive, homie. It's not happening.
Yeah, I'm totally on board with you there, and Elysium are keeping this one close. Goliath gets a sight line onto Onur. Onur peeking with the DLQ. The sweet sniper. Can't quite find the shot. Luckily for him, Patron is able to take down Reburst now. It's Goliath left alone in a 1v2. We're pretty spread out on the side of Anarchy, but you can see they're starting to push up together. Goliath going to get spotted and taken down. The bomb plant does come through for Patron, but Onur is there to pick up the kill anyway. And that's actually a pretty big round for the side of Anarchy, because now they're at match point. They've once again backed their opponents into an uncomfortable corner, and we know that's where Elysium struggles the most.
Pressure's on. Match point. Anarchy had bought themselves a game 2 victory if they win this one. Elysium struggling. Man, I gotta say, they have a lot of talent, but they just haven't performed. They haven't produced. That talent is actually in the form of potential, and right now, potentially about to be 2-0, so we'll see how it pans out now as one player drops. Tony, one of your top frags. Darox doing just amazing job here in the search and destroy. 11 kills on board. Does find another as he finds Goliath, and this might be it for Elysium. We saw the battle. The trenches just were not faring the side of Elysium in the search and destroy so far. The hard point is the same. So Noxy, Machinist, and Reburst. You haven't done very much in this search and destroy. Now is the time. So does it say that Machinist drops and Reburst and Noxy are left in a 2v5? Make it just that much undoable.
Yeah, we've got plenty on the line for this game, but Elysium, just again, when they get into these weird positions, they just start falling apart, and sure enough, that does appear to be the case here. It's a 4v1. Noxy left alone. Finds some shots, and Nev, you can see, was trying to go for the prize fighter kill, but Darox gonna go through and take him down. And that is a 6-4 win in favor of the guys over at Anarchy. And I can't say I'm shocked. Listen, dude, I feel bad. I feel bad. I honestly do. I feel bad for ragging on Elysium as much as I do. But they're a team that, again, I see just slay out. And if they can pull things together, I have so much faith in them, but right now they're not proving it to me.
Well, you know what? Hope and faith are things that just completely don't exist right now for this side. They take a 2-0 deficit or defeat. Darroch's putting 13 on board, single-handedly putting, you know, all that faith and hope out the window. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad for a team who's underperforming. Don't feel bad for a team that we talked about in qualifiers that
I don't
probably
feel bad for them for underperforming. I feel bad that I rag on them as hard as I do.
don't, because they shouldn't have made it through qualifiers per our conversation already. So they're here. They're
Fair.
getting the bitter end of a reality that is, you're in Mobile Mayhem. This is what's going to happen. A 2-0 win for Anarchy, a team that has shown a lot of life early, able to seal the deal, and, you know, this is expected from them. They took down Animus in 2-1 decision. They did it convincingly in a domination on Summit that, you know, a player that is no longer a part of that roster, Fates, popped off in. So right now we're looking at the rise of potentially Anarchy stepping into a top 4 team slot. Definitely top 6, no doubt about it. But I don't feel bad. You know, Elysium, when they can prove that they have improved in areas that they should have already been improved in, you know, being consistent being one of them, playing the objective, also another one, finding a way to keep hardpoint games close, another one, you know, because your search and destroy game has been lackluster to say the least. So still a improvement in that regard. Just a hard point. You can't start games off like that. Here we are. 2-0 win in a solid fashion for Anarchy. They're going to earn those 20 points now as I'm taking a look at the results from the day if you're just now joining in. You see it on cross on top of the board there. Nova Esports 2-1 over Illuminati. I continue to harp and rave this Illuminati team because they made things interesting to start the day off. This matchup that you just saw was a lot less interesting. 2-0 in favor of Anarchy. Elysium still underperforming, and a team that, you know, Day expects a lot out of, or has, you know, expectations for, or wants to see improve. It's just not happening. 117 not found, and Aphelion. That's going to be the last matchup of the day as we are getting ready to gear up into that series. I think it's right that we take a short intermission. So some harsh realities and some sad, you know, outcomes or results. Elysium still have a lot to look forward to. They're still playing in Mobile Mayhem. They stuck it through, and I commend them for that. Right now, they are just not producing and not performing. And that's quite all right. They haven't disbanded, so I commend them for that. All right, so bear with us. We're going to run a few COD Mobile trailers and promos. We're going to take a short intermission, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, last and final matchup of the night. 117 not found, and Aphelion. Will Aphelion finally find a way to put a few points on the board? This is where it's got to start. 117 not found has been a little shaky, you know, here and there, but I think this matchup could possibly be a 2-0 as well. So I don't know. We'll have to find out. This has been a little bit of a back and forth day, but I think there's still a little hope here at the end.
I would agree with that. I would absolutely agree with that. And I think there's some really big potential for a lot of these teams, but like we talked about earlier, EU has a bunch of top tier teams. Like, you look at this team: 117 not found, Dark Wizard Tilt, Jazz, Lucky, Karma, Cosmos, and you know, you're like, God damn, this team is stacked. But that consistency factor, right? So
yeah,
I have hopes, but it's gonna be tough.
Okay,
I don't think they struggle against Aphelion, but I think this is a great opportunity to see how these teams are coming together. We're a little bit further into AE's lifespan, I would say. You know, they had some roster issues at the beginning that they struggled with quite a bit.
I'm glad
Obviously,
you brought that up,
the meta
because
change,
right now I'm looking at roster changes. Today, they've made two interesting ones that I had to look at the lobby. I was like, wait. When was Hez added to the lobby, and when did Kel get back into COD Mobile? Because they're both in, and they were roster changed in today. Murad's out, Zed's out. Hez in? That is an interesting roster change, and I had to double take because I literally didn't recognize as Hez being on the roster. And Hez is super cracked, bro. I think this team might be able to perform now that we got Kel and Hez back in. And all hope that I had earlier today was lost after Illuminati lost to Nova. Nova's stacked, bro. I know it. We went to a game 3 there, but it's been kind of like a downward spiral since then. Elysium gets steamrolled. You know, Aphelion are playing. They have, I don't even know how many points they have, bro. I don't think they have any, to be honest with you. They got -5, so they have it worse than no points. They got -5 points. And then they hit me with Hez in the lobby, and I finally start to feel a little life after pretty much a mediocre day. Other than Nova and Illuminati. All right.
I would largely agree with that.
All right. Well, you know what? We're in the last series of the day. We've got a Summit Hardpoint to start things off. Hackney Yard Search or Destroy for a game 2. And if it does go to a game 3, which I hope it does, because, you know, having Hez in the lobby, certainly, you know, an appeal and a factor coming into this last series. This kind of just hit me on the head, and just, I couldn't ignore it. So, Domination Firing Range if it does go to that game 3. Banana Range, as I would like to say, or as Dave would like to say. But, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and dive right into game number 1.
All right. Well, we're getting ready to get into the action here, Verdict. And I think everybody has their expectations of how this match could potentially go. And, well, the interesting roster changes for the side of Aphelion could definitely spice things up, but at the end of the day, it's a roster change. It's something that they have definitely struggled with through this season. It takes some of that synergy that maybe the team was starting to pull together, and now you look at it and you're like, do they have what it takes?
Do they have what it takes to take this series to a game 3?
To take it to a game 3 or win against a 117 not found roster that is stacked to the absolute gills.
Yeah, well, stacked to the brim or not, right now we're looking at 30 points completely uncontested, and P1 just
God.
an absolute demon of a point here for the side of Man, I don't even know what's going on. Dark Wizard literally just standing. He was literally standing still, not doing a thing, and no one was there to even remotely shoot at him. It's kind of like when you get in those lobbies and you look at Tim the Tatman playing Warzone, and, you know, he's out in the open and taking shots and nothing is hitting. And, you know, it happens in his lobbies, but our lobbies are completely different. Right now, these are like Tim lobbies at the moment. I don't know, Aphelion. I love the effort for the roster change, but right now, 60 points. And we're only in a 0.2. You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for Aphelion to show up and be the name that they should be in this EU scene. I'm tired of waiting. I want to see results. And right now, I've been robbed of results for the past... I can't tell you how long.
Yeah, I think I'd largely have to agree with you there. And right now, we've got a 90-0 verdict, and yikes, man. I think this is pretty heftily what we would expect, but man.
All right, let's go ahead and join in for a quick listen in VCs for the side of 117 not found. I don't even think I have the words to complete that thought there, Day. I'm sorry.
Bueno, niño. Aguanta, voy para nieve, tú. Lucky, vienen.
Buena.
Tractor, buena.
Tengo play, dos más, te van a
Muerto Milden.
Mira
Bueno,
cómo te con los
voy yo. A cero, chavales, a cero,
Cálmate, mira, no mucho.
Te mira y calma, te entran ya. Milden.
Tengo nose.
Milden muerto,
Dios, hermano.
Ir pusheando.
Sí, pushar.
Pushea ya.
Ir pusheando, que tengo racha.
Unos conector, 2 conector.
3 conector, 1 muerto, 2 más.
Ven alrededor de nieve.
Ir pusheando, que tengo racha,
Calma,
chaval.
que no parezca
Ahí
mal,
por
no
nieve.
parezca mal,
1 P1. Pushea.
Buena, Lucky.
Bien, no, voy pusheando, que tengo racha.
Ese es tu medio.
A ver si no me matan de nuevo.
Comed kill cam. Vortex side.
Mata el Purifier,
Uno en el red, en el red dice de spawn de red, máquina nieves.
Muerto
Te parece una verga. Vamos ahí.
Punto.
Muerto.
Buena.
Voy a usar Pred.
Dame info del spawn, por favor.
2 L1, uno muerto. Uno snow.
Muértale dos.
Tengo uno.
Mirando el no.
Cuidado, snow.
Tengo uno.
No hay nadie.
Muértale dos. Metió el garaje. El canacio que se meta al garaje, porfa. Lucky, por ahí no. Métete al garaje.
Tengo nieve.
¿Dos temas muertos?
Buena. Lucky, ¿te ayudo?
Ir rotando.
Pues, bro.
Da igual,
Pueden venirme todavía.
Uno top, de por detrás, karma por el secret.
Muerto, necesito ayuda. Nada, entran.
Oye, se me ha caído, Ari no es la tuya, José.
Muerto.
Lucky detrás.
Oye, tú me ves quieto.
Lucky, te suben detrás, no mueras.
Buena.
Aparecen green.
Mirad conector solo, mirad conector.
Muerto.
Conector, mirar conector.
Todo conector.
Mira top, ya,
Sí,
mira top.
Muerto, sí.
Snow.
Bro, can I be honest with you?
Dude, bring it.
I literally walked to the kitchen and grabbed a protein bar because I haven't eaten anything this afternoon. And I come back to spectating Karma, who was still sitting in the same spot, hadn't taken any damage. On the point, and we might see our first 250-0.
Well, you walked away. Let me tell you, the comms are exactly the way you would expect a 250-0 to sound. That's F in chat, bro. F in chat. Can Captain come through and nope. I was maybe a point.
No way. No points. Don't let them get a single point on the objective. 250-0, chat. The first time in the last you'll ever see a team get 250. 250-0, Day. Not 150-0. Not 200-0. 250. Well,
I'd like to I'd like to revise a rule change. If you get 250-0, you lose the search too. But
Heads only went
ouch.
3 and 9. That was
Bro, well, I don't look. It's so hard to tell because you don't know what to expect out of Aphelion after they've had such a rough run so far. Again, they were looking actually pretty solid in the first couple weeks of the qualifiers, or first couple days of the qualifiers, right? You had Captain rocking the shotguns. They were slaying out. They had Ajax, who was putting in mad work. And the team was looking pretty decent. You know, it was a team that was together for a little bit. They had some synergy built. And then, you know, we got into finals territory for qualifiers, right? We went into the current rule set, no shotguns for Captain. Ajax dips out of the team. You have a sub coming in to fill in the shoes. I think actually 2, if I remember correctly. I think when they first started this season, they played with a sub that they hadn't played with through qualifiers. And then we saw them obviously struggle the first couple weeks of Mobile Mayhem, and now here we are with more roster changes. Another, 40% of the team changed out. Granted, it's Hez and Kel. Dude, Hez put up 3 kills that game.
yeah, well, he only went triple negative.
He only died 9 times, but
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I looked at chat for a second and I saw, I don't know who it was who put it there, but I kind of giggled and I probably should have. It was Ozza who said that was close. Not gonna lie. Yeah, close to me deleting the game and uninstalling.
Hez was AFK for a hot minute. Okay, that's a reality. Hez was AFK, but like, my point is, how long can you continue to have roster issues for AE?
How long have they been
How
in
long
the league?
can you?
Not since I've seen Jim in an AE roster have I seen an AE team produce. No, I lie. There was one season where we had Raid, Onur. Man, that AE team was dynamic, but that team disbanded so quickly after the 18+ rule came through. Like, we literally didn't see Raid or any of those guys ever as much after that. I mean, obviously we still see Raid, but we don't see Raid because dude's like 16 and dropping triple nukes in an iPhone 6S that's cracked halfway across the screen. Not the Plus, just a regular. I'm kidding. Obviously, I don't know his gaming situation, but bro is... I mean, it had... Who all was on that team? It was like Raid, Onur, Capo, Cathalia, I believe. I don't know. It was probably that was like the best time for AE. And then after that, it was the worst time ever since.
That's just... That's such a painful match to watch.
All right,
there.
I'm going for free Twitter impressions right now. What should I capture that 250-0?
I beat you to it already.
I'm looking for a new co-caster for Mobile Mayhem EU. I'm taking every and all applications. You don't have to be experienced. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to speak. All right? I don't care what it is. I just need someone to apply. You can hit me up. DMs are not open, but you can go through Ronan, okay?
Message robot, your applications.
Can we start the game? Can we do that? I don't even care if the names are right up top.
Bro, I'm trolling you. I have not even opened Twitter.
You son of a...
Allow Lukey to play? Yo, Cloudy, for frickin' real, dude. Wow. What a... Even... Listen, even if there was an AFK, 250-0? Are we for real?
Can we just get on with it? I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, after today's games, I'm done.
Can we get Devious to come play in EU?
Can we get Bad Badge to come, bro? I'm kidding.
Ouch.
Oh, Saz, bro. What the hell was that, my guy? All right, Kel able to find one.
Kel
Lucky.
taking down Dark Wizard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well. That ended as quick as it started.
Well, it was a lot better than the hard point. I don't know what the hell that hard point was. I literally, as soon as I saw P2 open up, I was like, yeah, we got to do a listen-in. And as soon as P3 opened, I was like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. And I walked away and took a minute to go get a protein bar, go get a fill up on water, and I was just scratching my head. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but guys, I don't know what the hell we just watched. This is not what we're used to seeing from any team in EU. And
yo, Zim, do you want to come cast this search and destroy? I'm down.
hell, I'm down to let Peter Peterson come cast, you know, for me.
All right. Well, I asked first, so you're gonna have to watch this. Yep. Well, it's a 5v1. Listen, I don't know what to say here. I mean, there's no shot he clutches a 1v5 here. You want me to be honest with you?
I mean, if anybody on this roster can, I don't know. It probably could be Hez. Okay, 2 down. If they win this round, which they don't, but if they would have won this round, that would have been more points than they put in the hard point.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm officially cheering for AE to find 1 round this game. I don't want to see them get 250-6-0'd.
I'll tell you how they got into, how they got through qualifiers. Shotguns.
Captain and Ajax. Period.
Period, poo.
Alright. Alright, well apparently it's going to be a 7-0. Not just a 6-0, a 7-0. Can we talk about the fact that Hez has as many kills as he did in the hardpoint on round 3?
We sure can. Captain gonna find the lucky nade on Lucky. They trade 1 for 1. Nade, or bomb goes down. Karma's gonna be taken down. Frank, homie, I saw you in, you know, my stream on Sunday, bro. I was hoping that you guys would start turning things around, and maybe they'll do it here in this Search Destroy, but I'm not holding my breath. If I'm just being completely honest. That's not brutal, that's just facts.
Damn.
Damn is one word.
True, but facts.
You know, for someone who's always so savage, why are you always so surprised when I'm savage?
I don't know, but Saz not able to find the 2 kills to clutch up that round. The 3-0 lead is in favor of the side of 117 not found. AE, we're still cheering for you. Find 1 round. Hez pop off, Captain pop off. Saz do something. Like, I'm down for it. Just win a round for me, please.
He just commented on the post that said Bad Batch moved to EU. Oh my god, guys. What have we created? Well, right now it's a 5v2 and the monster is just continuing to get worse. Frank gonna be the last one alive, and bro, oh, good shots. Frank picks up his 3rd. Almost makes it 4th, but here comes Lucky with his shots. We know he's
Lost that round, but it's not over yet.
been on a tyrant here this season, and
Enemy has dropped a bomb. Bomb spotted.
I'm down bad right now.
How do you listen? How do you 250-0 your opponents and not get a nuke? I'm pretty sure Bad Batch got nuked 3 times and still put up points in the hard point. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for saying that? Is it more disappointing that 117 didn't find a nuke streak in that long of a hard point?
I don't know, but
I don't even think there were that many streaks in general.
this is just a violation, bro. I don't even think they. I mean, were Aphelion just like allergic to the objective there? Because that's what it looked like. Jazz gonna come through, finds Hez after Hez takes 1 with him. 2v3, Lucky and Jazz. Can you make this 6-0 a reality, bro? Because I'm done for the day. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, after watching that, dude, I don't know how we recover from that.
Yeah, definitely pretty rough. You can see we do it. Finally have an actual advantage for the side of AE. Maybe they can find a round here. You can see Kel trying to get up into a power position above the B bomb site. Might be able to spot out a rotation, call it out for his team, who you can see is locking down the A side. just, I think, playing for sounds and maybe a little bit of sightline here. Is going to get the sit rep and sees the player there. And then you can see that call out comes for the team. Jazz taken down. Lucky not going to be able to land the shot. Now Lucky left alone in a 1 versus 3. Lucky finds Saz. If Lucky was UI Goku, he could clutch up the 1v3 right here. Oh, Kel! Kel! That was his leg! Okay, Captain, gonna find it. Okay, they officially put up more points in the search and destroy than they did in the hard point.
Bomb defused. Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
Surely they win a 2v4. Yo, Zevera's looking questionable for a second there, bud.
Oh, man.
Oh, pain, dude. Absolute pain. Well, Cal actually opens up with a 2-piece. Hez gonna find Jazz as well. Surely they win a 5v2. Zim would say in chat. Maybe we find 2 rounds here? Maybe we see a game 3 happen still?
You're reaching, bro. I like your enthusiasm, but you're clearly reaching. Dark Wizard Tails dropped, and after a 250-0, they're going to put up 2 more points than they put up in the hard point. That is, you know, sad but true. Karma looking to spoil those 2 points. Captain does seal the deal. And we're going into this next round with a 2-4 scoreline, so reverse sweep in happening. It's possible. The sad fact is, it's closer than it ever was in the hard point. It is not even close.
I mean, they have found 2 more points in Search and Destroy than they did in hard point. I mean, that's a reality here.
It is. I mean,
there's no way, Cal. There's no way you let Lucky. Oh, whew. Okay. AE, you found 2 rounds. It's time to say night. It's yeah.
Well, Captain says, not today, homie. Binds
Well,
1 makes it even,
that's
2,
just-
or a little more even. It's about as even as it gets, I guess, 2v3.
Well,
Momentum
it's a
season.
3 versus 1 as Jazz takes down Captain, and now Saz left alone in a 1 versus 3. Finds Jazz. Rotates right over into Lucky. Gonna find Lucky as well. And now it's Cosmos. In a 1v1, can Saz close the gap? He's running out of time. 55 seconds on the hill. Does have sights on Cosmos up top. Cosmos gonna drop, start making that play over, but should be a free head glitch over to Saz, who doesn't see the recontest come, and you can see he's a little bit wary about pushing up. Gonna get the bomb plant down. This is gonna reset the clock to 45. And allow Saz to essentially try to play time here.
Or you can hear the fake. Saz bites the bait. Gonna play his life for a little bit, though. Love the anticipation. Not necessarily a fan of the contest, but it does not pay off.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
see, Ego Chow. Body shots come through. Teabag it as well. DQ! DQ! Even if they were DQ'd, I would still have to say it was a 2-0. And I'm not casting in
yeah.
game 3. I'm sorry. I can't do it, guys.
Hey, hold on here.
Don't do it
We
to me.
did
My
have-
career's on the line.
Hold on. Let's pause for a second. Remember that Yo Mama only won the search, or arguably only won the search and destroy against Seminole because Marshy disconnected.
The enemy has the bomb.
They came through and won that game 3. What if AE is the domination champions of Europe?
I mean, that would force them to have to play objective, and based off what we saw in the hard point, they wouldn't even be able to cap a home flag off the rip. Uncontested with no one there.
Oh my god, yikes. Whew.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I've seen a lot of things from casting, and I've been pretty, like, blown away by pretty terrible performances, but that was single-handedly, like, the nail in the coffin. That one takes the bag, and it's not even close. The Search and Destroy, I have to say, I haven't given it much thought because I'm still in shambles from what I just saw. Is Karma defusing? I will be honest with you. I can't tell him he should have done that because it was probably the best play.
Oh, Cosmos going to take down one, but Saz going to come through, finds the final kill. 3-5 now. Can we see comeback season come through is the real question. Not going to be easy. Obviously, with your opponents on match point, all it takes is a simple slip up and all hell can break loose, honestly.
We'll have to find out now. All hell is breaking loose as now is Frank finding his fifth there. Lucky. Just unlucky at that time. Dark Wizard looking for the refrag. You see he's kind of peeking up top and splitting his angles. 4v5. Bomb is making its way over to the B site. And Cosmo's there to shut it down if it does. Does get the sit rep off. Captain pushes up. Captain's taken down. Got one player who's also pretty weak in Kel. Kel, don't peek this angle. You're absolutely toasted right there. Frank is going to get some help from Hez. Hez taking down Karma. Now we got a 3v3. Bomb is looking to go down, but Hez is dropped. Now it's a 2v3. You got to hold all of this building and prevent this rotation in. The smoke comes through. Jazz looking for possibly a fake. Is going to go ahead and bait it out, and that's going to be it.
Well, that is going to be the end of that. The 6-3 comes through for 117 not found. Gotta say, that was honestly one of the least pleasing EU games I've ever got to cast. Which is unfortunate, but it's also a reality, right? So
sad realities of day.
Yeah, it's pain and suffering over here in EU. We're starting to look like NA up in the house, so hopefully EU will get their stuff together. And I know we had what Olympus forfeit today or something. Is that who it was?
Yeah, it was Olympus. Yep, Olympus not able to put together 5, I guess. I don't know what the case was. That matchup should have been the last one, which I'm honest with you. I think that's the one that I called to be another highlight matchup, like closer skill gap and in a test for Omniscient. I think Omniscient get cheated here. Why? Because they haven't earned a single point, and I know they want to get better, but they are not able to play tonight against an Olympus team that they could have, had an opportunity to improve in. We don't get to see that matchup. Omniscient get free 20 points. And I know they're not complaining for the points, but I know that they are upset that they're not able to come in and perform like they would want to and would hope to.
And need to.
And they desperately need it, bro. I have never invested so much thought into a team of being a top contender and then just been absolutely slapped in my face. And then here I was hyping up Aphelion before the hard point, and then we witnessed just I still haven't recovered from that. 250-0? You're telling me you couldn't get 1 point?
It is
not a single point.
Well, I
don't know.
Listen, even if Hez was AFK for a large portion of that game, I don't think there's a reason even in a 4v5 that you can't get 1 second on the hill. Oh man.
Yeah, we're down bad right now, Dave. That's a terrible way to end the night. 6-3 win. 3 rounds did go in favor of Aphelion. I'll try to be optimistic, but woo! All right, results. That's it. That's it for the night. Results. Wrapping it up. Let's get it out of here. 2-1 win. Highlight match of the day. Only great matchup of the day. Nova Esports and Illuminati. Illuminati, we still have a lot of faith in you guys. Don't come in Thursday and upset us, all right? We're looking forward to the remainder of the season with you. We still got a little bit of stock left in, the Illuminati uprise. And a 2-1, loss to Nova Esports. That domination was spicy. I don't care what anybody says. Started the night there, and it just went way downhill. Anarchy 2-0 over Elysium. Elysium, They said it. You know what? I think that hope is out the window. 117 not found in Aphelion. Well, I mean, I don't think anybody missed that one. 2-0 in favor of 117 not found, and then Omniscient obviously getting that free 20 points on the backs of a forfeit from Olympus. So standings, we'll take a look at that briefly, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm ready for a raid. 90 points for the side of Nova Esports. They're able to extend their lead now as Animus actually having the bye for today. 15 points was awarded to Nova Esports for that 2-1 win. And then we got Animus, who will be back on Thursday with a pretty stout matchup, too. 117 not found, earned those. That was probably just about as easy as of a 20 points as you're going to get as well. FN 420 right there with 60. Obviously, 117 not found has the upper hand because they beat FN 420 on day 1 of Mobile Mayhem. And Anarchy right there with 55. So, Illuminati 45, Omniscient 40 points. Some of the easiest points you'll ever get. Olympus with 30. I don't know if that was... Yeah, I think that is with the forfeit deducted. Because if you forfeit, it's minus 20 points. If I'm not mistaken. Elysium with 20. Aphelion. Score looks fitting. Minus 5 right now. It's a very tough season for them. This is a rebuild at its highest capacity. Day, I want to stop and thank you, bro. I know you took a lot of time out of your work schedule, and you make it work for here at EU. But I certainly appreciate it, bro. You show up literally with 1 minute to spare before we go live, and you just make it work, dude. I don't know how you do it. I got to be here at least like 10 or 15 minutes to prep, take all the bad news from Ronan.
I was mostly set up. I'm not the one that has to run the actual broadcast for EU, so I didn't have as much to do as you.
Exactly.
I just rolled a stream right into Mobile Mayhem. Ain't no big deal. We got looking nice. We had a new hat come today.
Yeah, Fox baby.
We had a really good series today.
A really good series. That's pretty much it.
Yep.
All right, guys. That's it. I don't have any closing words. Be back Thursday. I promise you, schedule-wise. Let me look at the schedule one time. I know we talked about it last night, too, but like I said, I have a short-term memory loss, and after seeing something like that, you know, I'm kind of devastated. Nova versus Elysium for our first matchup. FN 420. This is it. That's a banger. FN 420 and Animus, Aphelion, and Illuminati for Game 3. Omniscient and Anarchy. Okay, Anarchy, you can't forfeit. We can't give Omniscient more free points. I need to see this team play, okay? We'll be back then. Tonight, Bobby plays. We'll be hosting Mobile Mayhem with Denominate co-casting. Be sure to stop by. I promise you, you won't see a 250-0 there ever. Possibly ever.
Let me look at tonight's schedule real quick before we say that.
It's not happening. I looked at the schedule earlier. It's not happening. Be back on Bobby Plays
Mama
channel.
versus Midnight.
Not
11T versus Shreddit.
Not
Seminole
happening.
versus Explicit.
Not happening.
Revenge versus Storm.
Definitely not happening. Yeah, those are pretty scaled matchups. I think that's going to be a great night. Tune in on Bobby's channel, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be a hell of a series. 4 series ahead of y'all. I'm signing off. I will see you guys back Thursdays. GG's.